Welcome to the Life Without Liana's podcast. I'm Yayon's house.
Second in a row, eh, no?
So here's part 2 of our trip.
It's okay. If you hear, sounds
The
of
squealing of katay.
katay, those are our kids. The kiddie room is just next door.
They're still alive.
They're still alive, and that's just part of the house.
Yes.
Sounds. But yes, this is the second installment of our holiday trip.
Yep.
The first part was
Hong Kong.
Disneyland. Second part was
New
New Zealand.
Which is the chunk of our trip, really.
Right. Why did we choose New Zealand?
Because we just love New Zealand.
Yeah, but a couple of things. Sobrang daming reason to go to New
We
Zealand.
just love New Zealand. Well, your sister's there.
My sister is from Auckland.
It's close to Sydney, so family from Australia can easily also go to New Zealand.
2.5-hour trip.
Yeah.
And it...
Yeah.
2.5-hour
2
trip.
hours.
That's why
to 3.
it blows my mind still that it's their first time to visit New Zealand. And I'm like, what?
Oo nga, no?
What do you mean it's your first time? Tas,
Oo nga, no?
I guess parang sinasabi sa akin ng mga tao, whenever I go to, for biyahe ni Drew, whenever I go to a place, they're like, where are you going? So sabihin natin, we go to a place A. We go to place A, and then they're gonna say, oh, where's your next destination? We're gonna feature this. I've never been there. I know that there's a place, but I've never been there.
Because when you're a
it's just-
local, like, I guess you just kind of take it for granted,
I guess.
knowing that it's just there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I guess that's why my sisters haven't been to New Zealand yet, because it's always just been there. It's always an easy place for them to go to.
Right.
So anyway, it was nice because we easily got everyone together.
Natatawa ako. No, natatawa ako because a friend of mine, wait, when I got back na, Sir Joe is like, wait,
Nag-beach ka ba?
nag-Hong Kong ka ba? O nag-New Zealand ka? Hindi ko maintindihan. Kasi pag titingnan mo sa mapa, tama naman si Sir Joe, umakyat tayo ng Hong Kong. Napalayo pa tayo sa New
Yeah.
Zealand, but that's part of the flight. Kasi connecting flight. Anyway.
It was a 10-hour flight from Hong Kong to Auckland.
Right.
And it was actually a quiet, pleasant flight. So, of course, this was our first time to travel with all 4 kids, which is why it was quite a milestone also for Pamilya Arellano.
Yes.
Although we still had the help of my mom going from here to Hong Kong and from Hong Kong to Auckland.
Big help.
Big help. Also
help.
because my kids are so used to
Mom.
to their Lola.
Oo naman. Super.
It was actually a really easy flight also because it was a 9 p.m. flight. So
Yes.
majority of that flight, even if it was 10 hours, kids were asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Kids were asleep. Maybe I was probably the most uncomfortable one.
Because
Dudu
Duduy.
didn't have a seat. He was on me and
Right.
he's a year and 7 months old. So he's pretty big already. So it was quite uncomfortable for me. But sige, push pa natin habang wala pa siyang bayad dahil wala pang 2 years old.
Right.
But yeah, it was a pretty smooth flight, diba? And I love it because Primo, Leon, and Alana actually appreciate already using the screens in the planes.
Correct. In-flight entertainment.
Yes, like they were even playing the games.
Right.
Because I remember before flying with with Leon and Primo, hindi pa nila na appreciate the screen and.
But I gotta say, generally, even my sister observed, lalo na sa car rides, yeah, your kids are like well behaved. I have to say, I'm not biased, but when they're inside the car, they are well behaved. But Dudoy, because very new to the car seat.
What is a car seat?
What
Sabi
is
ni
a
Dudu.
car seat?
Ano yan?
What is a car seat? Guys, Mama, so far from me! Andito lang ako, anak. Nandito lang ako.
Oh my goodness. May point na pinapadede ko siya na nakaganon. Pinapadede ko siya na nakaganon.
Basta't makaraos lang.
Para lang tumahimik siya, may gulay.
Yeah. So
But,
it's like a 30, 45 minute car ride.
I didn't bring a breast pump because I don't pump anymore. I really just direct feed because I'm slowly weaning him. So that's the reason.
That's the reason nga pala, tama.
Yeah.
But that was one hurdle.
That was the hardest part of traveling with Astro. Hindi lang kasi talaga siya sanay sa car seat. So that was the hardest thing. But yeah, traveling. And I think, love, I just want to mention also, natuwang-tuwa din ako sa mga tao who are also very encouraging.
Right.
Complete strangers who see us traveling with the 4 small kids and who are telling us, hey, you guys are amazing. Hey, I was with you. There was this one random lady who was walking beside us as we were leaving the airport. She goes, hey, you know what? I've been traveling with you guys this whole time and wow, you guys have been so patient. And
Alam mo, gusto ko sana sabihin sa kanya, hindi ka man lamang nag-offer ng help? Laka lang.
But yeah, parang nakaka-encourage din para sa atin.
Super. Words of parang acknowledgement, affirmation.
Yeah, even if I actually ended up leaving a whole bag of chocolates on the plane.
Yeah.
Kasi syempre, ang binasikaso ko yung mga bata.
Priority
but
naman, yeah.
At least, it's always a learning, it's always a learning point.
Yeah.
It's always something to learn from when you make these mistakes na, nga, hindi ko naisip yun. So yeah, anyway, for future flights. But anyway, got to Auckland smoothly and safely, and then your sister picked us up in a van. Of course, had all car seats ready for them.
Rented the 12-seater van with booster seats, car seats, child seats.
I have to say for Alana, who also isn't used to car seats,
She's okay.
took it like a champ.
You know what?
Like it was
Duday, by
nothing.
the way, Duday is 3.5 years old. I think we spoke about this already, but a few weeks ago or a month ago, something clicked. She is now the most talkative, emotional,
Sweetest.
Sweetest. Parang yung analogy ko sa kanya is a 4-season kid.
Why?
Kasi usually, biglang yung mood swings din niya iba. Parang magsusnow, biglang magsasun, biglang mag-uulan, biglang... Ganun ko minsan yung mood swings niya na parang, I'm crazy! I don't know what to do anymore! I love you! But it's so funny.
But yeah, I'm so proud of her. Kung on our last trip to Sydney, love, when she was Astro, ganun din, nagwawala din siya sa car seat niya. I remember. So this time, even if she's also not used to the car seat, she was fine in her car seat. It was just Astro this time. The weather in Auckland was wonderful. It was summer.
The weather in Auckland was 20-ish.
Summer, but you can go without a jacket.
Oo.
You would just need a jacket just in case.
Siyempre, my sister, who's a local, sabi niya, nako, it's gonna be so hot. Pao, sabi ko, my sister, we just came from Manila and it's just worse.
That's hot.
30-ish tayo.
Yeah.
Anyway, that
So
time.
it was really nice weather for us.
Oo, nice weather.
Especially coming from Hong Kong where we were not ready
Super
for
cold naman.
for the cold there. Okay, so we rented a house in Orewa.
Airbnb.
It was an
It's
Airbnb.
a very modern Airbnb.
And a really nice house,
Super
which
nice
I would
house.
be more than happy to show you guys the listing because it was really a beautiful house. It was perfect for the family.
Super perfect.
They had a playroom, they had toys there, they had a trampoline, they
Got
had
so
a
many
sand
rooms.
pit, they had a heated swimming pool.
Oh, yeah.
They had so many rooms. They even had a big TV room where the kids actually ended up wanting to sleep all together.
Beautiful view. Near the beach,
Yeah.
but probably like you had to take a car.
Yeah.
Of course, kami we run, so madali lang.
It
but
wasn't near anything else, so you would definitely need a car.
yeah,
But the beach is probably like a good 5 to 10 minute drive away.
5-minute.
A good 5-minute drive away. And the beach there it was really nice. It was a nice long stretch. They had a nice playground. They had good fish and chips.
Yeah.
They also have like a countdown, or they had like a big grocery there.
Sabi ni Pao, each town has a sushi place,
Chinese.
a fish and chips place, like a Panda Express, something place, a barber shop, a chemist.
Okay, yeah. And
Their
pharmacy.
pharmacy, and what else?
And grocery, a Woolworths or...
Yeah, or something
Or
like that.
countdown.
Wala lang, nakakatawa. Tama naman yung sinabi niya kasi parang each town that we kind of
Well,
visited.
I guess that's all you really need, diba?
Correct.
And yeah, the beach, the kids were able to enjoy. The playground, the kids were able to enjoy.
Water was cold, but I guess definitely colder than what we have here.
Yeah.
You know, our seawater's probably 20-ish. This one's probably around 15,
Okay.
14, 15 degrees. So definitely colder. But if you stay in the water, that's what's great about summer. If you stay in the water, it's cold. And then kahit yung top mo is exposed, okay lang.
But ito, when it's cold, you wanna be, nakalubog ka completely
Yes,
sa tubig.
which happened in Queenstown. Medyo cold. But here, during that time, the weather was perfect for beachgoers.
Anyway, so we spent Christmas in Orewa, in that beautiful house. I'm so sorry about the checkout. But it was such a beautiful house, and it was so nice because the cousins were together. Oh my gosh, Primo, Leon, Alicia and Juani. Alicia and Juani are my nephew and niece from my eldest sister. And Alicia is like 14 years old, and Juani is 11.
11, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, oh man, they were just bonding, playing, and the house with the playroom, with the trampoline, with the swimming pool.
Perfect.
And it just made bonding
Easier.
easier, and it just made bonding even better for the whole family.
For the whole family.
Because we didn't have to entertain the kids, because the kids were entertaining themselves. We could entertain. We could like actually talk to each other. We'd move around in the kitchen.
And we were talking about this na parang yung dynamics ng group sobrang efficient. Like, of course, thanks to my sister's partner, si Benny, kasi we arrived on the 24th, hapon na. Siyempre, kailangan may nag-prepare na ng mga...
Yeah, Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve na yon. Dude, salmon, lamb,
He set up.
ham,
Yeah.
salads, of course with the help also of my mom
Burn.
as a sous chef. But ang maganda nun, we were able to also recycle because your sister's really good with recycling.
Ate Shella naman is
Galing.
like, man, she is a queen of recycling.
Oh, galing.
She will make do with anything and everything that's in the ref.
Super.
So we actually
For
had,
kids, for adults, for whoever.
yeah,
Galing.
we actually had food for days.
Oh, which tamang sakto eh.
Yeah.
Sakto lang. But of course, anyway.
Well, yeah, it was just a beautiful stay in Orewa, and I love that our Airbnb host even had a Christmas tree there for us.
Right.
So it really felt like Christmas.
I know.
It really,
Yeah.
like the whole Christmas experience just felt complete with all of us being there.
Nice to have an old friend come by.
An old friend came by, Caroline.
No, your friend.
Oh, and my friend from high school.
Oh my God.
Who has 7 kids.
Nagulat ako. I was like, oh my God, who's this? Like, hi, I'm...
Yeah, because I was with Asher. I think I gave him a bath, or I was washing his butt or something.
Hi, yes, can I help
And
you?
then, hi, I'm here for Elaine. Yeah, so my friend
anyway.
from grade school, not even high school, from grade school showed up with her 7 kids.
7 kids, bro.
I know, right? And they're all unschooled.
Oo.
So that was really cool, talking about that and, how it is trying to go about that.
So sabi ko nga sa kanina parang, oh my God, knowing my wife, competitive yung wife ko, gusto niya umabot din ng 7 or baka 8.
No.
Anyway.
Buti sana kung magawa ko siya on my own.
Okay, anyway.
Anyway, and then we also had another friend from triathlon who came by, Caroline.
Yes,
It
who
was
we
nice.
met years ago, our first trip in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Nice to catch up. Now she's got a mini-me.
Maisie.
Si Macy, super cute. Oh my God, super cute.
Actually, it's pretty funny how things unfolded. I think that day that my friend showed up, because that was also the day that you went to work out. And
With my sister?
Yeah. You worked out with the sister.
F45.
And then she left her key. Kaya medyo late na kayo nakabalik. So late na rin tayong nakaalis. Because I wasn't really able to reply to my friend who I was trying to meet up with. I just told her where I was staying. But hindi talaga kami nag-set ng time, okay na,
Yeah.
come here, we'll see each other then. we didn't really set a time.
Buti na lang we were, kami, the morning crew, were kind of late because something happened. The key was left inside the gym and we had to wait for the instructor. Anyway, cut the long story short, Chinese farmer, kumbaga parang, I guess things happen for a reason.
Yeah, because we were just minutes from leaving the house to go to Butterfly Creek when my friend showed up with her kids.
Yeah.
So at least we were able to catch up for like a good 20 to 30 minutes then before we left for...
And then the last time you saw her was what? 20 years ago? 30?
Before... Because she left before I even left Australia.
Oh, so 20...
Yeah, more than 2 decades. More than 2 decades
yeah,
ago.
20 plus. Anyway.
So it was nice catching up with her. Anyway, so we went to Butterfly Creek that day also, where it was, just a little bit of a farm, did some animal feeding.
Yeah.
It was just a little activity that we did in Auckland, but I think the highlight really was the house, being with the cousins, the bonding.
The beach.
Prima and Leon did not sleep with Drew and I.
Right.
In New Zealand.
Yes.
They did not sleep with us. They slept with our cousins.
With the cousins.
Um,
Namiss ko yung boys ko.
oh, I'm sure you did, love.
Namiss ko yung boys ko. Kasi parating nasa kaliwa ko, nasa kanan. So, sa totoo lang, namiss ko sila.
I was actually curious to know if they were, because normally the first night's going to be exciting. I was thinking maybe like nights after they would eventually end up back in our bed, but hindi talaga. They really, which is how I know, they really bonded with their two cousins.
Oh, ano man.
Yeah.
Oh, ano man. Super.
So that was Auckland, and then on the 28th we got up and got ready to leave for Queenstown. Okay, so I just want to go over something because it was actually our first time to Airbnb with all our kids and with this group.
We were 17, by the way.
Yeah.
17. So it was a challenge for us to look for an Airbnb that can actually accommodate all 17 people.
Now, I guess the tricky thing then about having a big house to stay in is that there's more to cover. And of course, this is a learning experience for Drew and I.
Right.
So coming out from that where we didn't get a great review for that house because there were some checkout things that we missed. Coming out from that, parang Drew and I realized, okay, hey love, okay, so next time, this is not going to be our first time that we're going to Airbnb with a big group. So next time, I think we really need to pay attention to both of us need to pay attention to the checkout requests so that we can both be aware.
And it's different, I guess, per country.
I guess,
Iba rin eh. Iba rin yung...
and love, I'm sure it's different for every house and
also,
for every host.
Absolutely. Totoo.
Because I'm sure if you have other,
different
like
preference,
especially this house had a pool and they had a specific request. So, when I guess when a house also has more facilities and there are also more things that you have to be on a lookout for.
Correct.
And, because we don't have a pool, there are things that we don't really know to check out for. So, although they this house was really specific about the things that they wanted. It was just on our end where medyo nagkulang lang kami sa pag-delegate, to being on top of all the checkout requests.
But it was kind of tough because
we had small kids with us.
Traveling already with small kids, plus other people, plus I mean it medyo super challenging na talaga, but
sometimes you also fail because you kind of think, okay, you have other adults with you. I know that they checked the book, so maybe they can be on top of that.
Kumbaga ka rin ng assumptions.
So it would really help next time if you really delegate. So that's my tip for others, for who are going to travel
for big groups.
In big groups. And I guess really pay attention to the checkout requests
Pero
of each house because it's going to be different.
Sa totoo lang, feeling natin, okay na yung, parang yes!
Yeah,
high five kami, high five. Tapos nalaman namin,
we thought we did well, but... Okay, I was like, love, did you bring out the trash? Yeah, I brought out the trash.
Brought it out, man.
Did you bring it out to the end of the driveway?
Anyway.
So just specifics like that. So I guess these are things that learning experience for us. So hopefully we can also share this with you guys so that we can spare you guys from that.
Right. That was in Ottawa though, but in Queenstown.
So again, I just want to apologize to the hosts for that.
For that.
But they'd be happy to host us again. Yun nga lang, clarify the checkout and the house rules.
Right.
Before we stay there again. But we will share with you the house listing for that because it was really a beautiful house and perfect for a family with smaller kids.
Right. This is Arawa.
That's Arawa. Okay, cut two. Okay, so we all head to Queenstown, which was fun because we all got to travel together. Cousins got to fly together.
It's a 2-hour flight, probably around that. It's like you're flying from Manila to Cebu, parang ganon. Yeah. And as always, when you land in Queenstown Airport, if it's your first time, if it's your 5th time, if it's your 50th time, you're still gonna get wowed by the mountains surrounding the airport.
Yeah.
It's such a crazy view.
Yeah.
And it truly is, Nox, home away from home. No, really. It's just, it's so funny because...
We can never get enough of the place. We've been there twice. And you know how there are some places where
This is a third time.
You see it once and you're, okay na, na-check mo na siya sa list mo.
No.
Ito, we just keep on coming back.
I gotta say, this is the place where I can just retire. Like that's where I want to be when, if ever there's a possibility. I mean, when we get old, for sure, we will stay there at least for a few days in a year. Anyway.
Ba't naman a few days lang?
Basta anyway.
Okay.
Beautiful place. Please visit Queenstown. Like South Island of New Zealand. Please. I mean, I've seen a lot of places.
I've seen a lot of faces.
And faces? No. But really, I think wala. That's so top of the list.
So far, from what we haven't been to Switzerland yet.
Also, yeah, correct. Sorry, but a lot of people are
But in terms of proximity, something that's near,
so Queenstown,
not too far.
Yeah, Queenstown
from the
kasi,
Philippines.
Right. Also,
but something a little easy to get to. The time difference isn't drastic, so I think that's why we love it so much, love. Because it's a place where we can enjoy.
Kwento mo na yung ano.
We're gonna get there. Nasa Queenstown na tayo, love. We're gonna get there. Nasa Queenstown na tayo. Anyway, so we get to Queenstown. Beautiful weather also.
We were situated 5 minutes away from the town center, which is very important.
And the airport also isn't far.
It's like
from
a
the town center.
15-minute car ride or 13-minute car ride.
Okay, so this time we were a bigger group because by this time my nephew and his girlfriend were with us.
Right. Oh.
Yeah, so we were an additional 2.
2.
So we needed to get like a coaster.
But in hindsight, kasi the first time that we went to Queenstown, we didn't rent a car.
Yeah, we did.
We just took the shuttle from the airport going to where we stayed, Airbnb, which is just right by the town center. And then, of course, we wanted to go to different places na highly recommended. Of course, one was Wanaka, we fell in love with. It's like an hour drive. So we just took the bus, ganyan.
Yeah.
But the second time, we went to Queenstown or that area.
We had camper van.
We rented an RV, a camper van, and then we stayed in the camper van. We camped in the RV camper van parks. We lived in it. We rode with it, and we went around South Island with it. So that's the ano. And then
the time that was just primo.
Yes, and then of course 2 of our friends and their daughter, and then this time. Parang we rented a 17-seater.
Thinking that we needed it.
Oo. But apparently, in hindsight, parang dapat hindi na tayo nag-rent kasi it was kind of pricey rin.
Yeah. And also, although, love, I guess at the end of the day, because we had it, we found a way to use it.
Correct. We utilized it. But, ang dami nyo nang magagawa sa Queenstown.
And love, I think
because it's the adventure capital, by the way, okay?
I think, love, I feel like the reason also why we thought we needed the van was because, we were there as a family. And I guess we wanted to move
as one.
which is, I'm sure, was the reason why we
Yes.
got the van. And eventually we were able to utilize it. We went to check out Glenorchy.
Yeah.
We went to check out Bob's Cave.
That's an internal joke because we wanted to utilize the van. Your sister Sheila and they were
Looking for
places to go. So I think the first sa itinerary natin on that day was Bob's Cove. And then pagdating doon, hindi pala pwedeng parang
There was no parking.
There's no parking. So
And we
went,
couldn't park on the side of the road because we had such a big vehicle with us.
and I remember we went to Glenorchy nga ba muna?
Glenorchy was that was the day, like the day before.
Oh, the day before, but we went to Glenorchy and we went to the lagoon and
It turned out to be a swamp.
a swamp. They wanted to swim. Apparently, it turned out to be a swamp.
So that didn't turn out.
But it was part of the adventure, I guess. Everyone was walking.
Actually, what was funny about the lagoon was because medyo may pa-suspense papunta dun, guys. Kasi medyo mahaba rin yung lalakarin papunta dun.
Yeah.
Papasok. Because Glenorchy, when you go there,
Small town.
it looks so grand in terms of like the scene,
Like
the scenery, the mountains. You could even see some snow-capped mountains by there. It was really beautiful. And then there was this lagoon. So they all went for the walk, only to discover it was a swamp
yeah.
and not swimmable. So we all walked back. Anyway, that's why my sister wanted to look for other places to go so that we could also utilize the van. So we went to check out Bob's Cove, which we couldn't because we didn't have parking. So we went to check out another place. I forgot the name.
Tumatak lang Bob's Cove dahil naging joke na natin yan eh. But anyway.
We went to check out another place. It was too windy, so we didn't stay there also. And then we ended up just going to Queenstown Central, which is, I think it's a newly developed place. I don't remember that being
5 Mile.
there. That wasn't there the last time we went, diba?
No, it's
So it's a fairly new place where
you have your shops, your big grocery shop, which is called Woolies, Countdown. It's just right beside the
you have
airport.
Kmart.
And Kmart, and you have other stores and some restaurants.
Yes, it's probably the main area where you can shop.
Yeah, but for first timers, you have to understand that North Island of New Zealand, it's mostly beaches. And dun yung Auckland, Orewa, where we came from. And then if you fly to the South Island, it's generally mountains and lakes. It's just captivating. It's beautiful. So Queenstown, you fly to Queenstown. You can fly to different, Christchurch and whatever, but we prefer Queenstown because Queenstown, generally it's the adventure capital.
Yes.
Okay? And it's so touristy, and they have so many rides that you can take.
So many activities. Zip line, the gondola, the luge, the shark, The hydro attack.
the boats.
the lake in itself, the playground. Oh my goodness, the playground, which is just, it was perfect for the kids because by the playground is by the lake, and then there's also like a little creek that leads towards the playground, and they could spend hours there, which is why when we got back, people thought, were you guys at the beach? Because nasunog kami just being outdoors, just by the playground, by the lake.
Isipin nyo to, baliktad sila sa South, di ba? Kapag December, yun yung summer nila. Which means, yung sunrise nila, mga 5:45, 6. Sunset nila, nearly 10 p.m. So talagang we can just utilize
The whole day.
the whole day. Pero ito yun.
Nasasagad namin yung day,
Pero-
which is also why I felt like I could afford to sleep late. Kasi
Kaya
in reality, 12 p.m. in New Zealand is like 7 p.m. or 8
Kaya
p.m.
umabot ako sa New Year's Eve.
Kaya perfect ang New Zealand for you for New Year's.
Sabi
For
sa'yo.
any salubong, New Zealand is the place for you.
Kaya nga nagpaana ako, mukha na akong local. Kiwi na talaga ako, nagpapaala ako, pupunta ako. Anyway, but yeah, just for first timers, it's just really a place that you really need to visit, specifically Queenstown, because wala ka nang hahanapin pa. It's perfect for young kids, teenagers, adults, lovers, whole family, for
big kids,
for
small
big kids, small
kids.
kids. It's just everything's just there.
Yeah.
Okay, there's an iconic burger place. It's called Ferg Burgers. Every single time we go there, ang haba ng pila. Now, sabihin namin sa inyo kung pipila kayo hindi. Sabihin namin sa inyo kung okay yung burger or it's worth the line. Probably not. But sometimes
Maybe it's part of the Queenstown experience.
Yes. You have to. Kasi if you say
Do it once.
Do it once, that's it.
But don't do it again.
Yeah, for us, but it is part of Queenstown.
Yeah,
it's so iconic.
Yeah.
It's so iconic. And of course, Patagonia ice cream.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Gatos churros, which
By the lake, you mean?
by the lake. Oh man,
Pretty good.
the best churros. Every time we would pass by, we would have to get it. Ang sarap because it was a filled churros.
A filled churros.
So hindi mo na kailangan i-dip pa yung churros
it's
sa...
on our first day, di ba, I was the one who ordered. And they had the options. He had the options. Sabi niya, you had the regular one? Sorry, I think he was I forgot. I think he was Puerto Rican or something. Anyway, so I'm not even gonna try the accent. But he said, you want the regular churro?
Yeah.
Or you want
With the malo.
the chocolate? The malo
de
or whatever?
leche?
Dulce de leche?
Or the one with malo?
Sabi ko, probably regular. It's the same price. You put inside something. Sabi ko, okay. All right.
Nagtanong ka
Then
pa.
I guess
Bibigay mo sa akin.
then I guess chocolate. Okay, very good. So anyway, apparently nag-start kasi
It was so good.
hindi ko natikman.
It was actually better than that of Patagonia.
Ito stall lang pala to, stall.
Yeah, it's just a
Patagonia, legit, you know.
So hopefully that stall is there for a long time.
I think so.
And if you guys are looking for the playground, you won't just find it by the green patch that's right in front
If you're
of the
facing
lake.
the shore or beach, the main beach, it's on the left side.
Yeah, you guys need to know that you need to walk to where there's like an arc. There's an arc. It's towards Novotel.
Yes,
So you have to walk towards that way, that's where you'll find the beautiful playground.
For the kids, yeah.
They have a little cafe, and then that's also where the long stretch of, well, not long, but there's a stretch of beach lake
At
there.
may grass, may lawn.
May
parang
grass.
ganun. Anyway,
It's really,
but generally,
and it's free.
and it's free. And the water's clean. Generally, they get it. It's a touristy place. So the shops or the cafes open at 7:00, and then generally they end late at night. Okay? Kasi you have to compare this to Australia. Australia,
They close by.
they close by 4 or 5, right? Normally.
Ito di ko sure what time shops close.
Oh, it's still pretty late because it's a touristy
really?
place. That's why they get it. They really get it. They get it. So, yeah. Anything else besides?
Well, yeah, a lot of activities. Primo's first time to do the luge.
Right.
Because actually, even if he wanted to do tandem, he couldn't because he's already past 120 cm. So he needed to ride on his own. And nakakatuwa. You could see, like, he was a little fearful.
Pero ever since before naman, si Primo would be fearful, but he'd still do it.
Yeah.
He'd try. Probably not food, but when it comes to experiences, he would try.
Yeah. So I'm really proud of him. He did that 3 times. And then we did the zip line.
Yeah, the zip line.
And the one thing that Primo got to do, which I've actually been wanting to do, was the hydro attack love.
The hydro attack. So parang it's like a boat or submarine, but it looks like a shark.
It's like a shark submarine.
And
you
it's just, so there's a driver and then just one passenger every single time. How many minutes was that?
It was 15 minutes.
Wow. It would like go underwater and
Then shoot up. And
wow, solid.
yeah, so that's something that Primo got to do. And you know, there are still so many other activities. You know, it's funny. We've been there 3 times, and yet hindi pa namin nakukumpleto lahat ng activities na nandun.
I remember the first time we were supposed to do skydiving, but apparently ikaw nabuntis, pero nag-skydive kami ni Javi, pero poor weather.
So nag-luge na lang kayo.
Nag-luge, but at the same time, we also did
the mini golf.
the river, river rapids or whatever, super fun.
And then we did golf also.
Yes, golf.
Mini golf.
There's so many places. There's so many things to do.
Yeah.
Lalo na adventure stuff, boat stuff. Basta,
And the experience is always going to be different as
They get older.
they get older.
Yeah. Oh, and there's also going to be like a wine tour, which we never haven't done yet. So
We haven't even done the steamboat yet.
the Ernslaw, the SS Ernslaw.
We haven't even done that yet. So yeah,
But
there's
so many reasons to go back.
yeah. So we highly recommend checking out Queenstown. And I love that you were able to stay up for New Year's. That was a great thing. Oh, about our apartment. So yeah, like you said, it was a good location. It was just a few hundred meters away from Foursquare. And you know
Foursquare?
what? The grocery.
Ah, okay. The fresh grocer.
And you know
Sulat.
what I loved also about it? It turned out to be such a great spot for the fireworks, for the New Year's fireworks.
So what's great about the setup, if you would visualize it? So the lake is huge, by the way. I mean, the lake is apparently 83 kilometers long. Pero the main lake of Queenstown, that's what's great about the setup because it's mountainous. So a lot of people have that great view of the lake where they situated the fireworks. So kahit saan ka man, makikita mo yung lake. So that's the beauty of the setup of Queenstown. And buti na lang, we had the balcony.
Yeah.
And then we saw a great, wow.
it was a nice-
It's a 12, 13 minute firework display.
I mean, of course, still doesn't compare to the fireworks of Sydney.
Ah, talaga?
Oo.
Ay, iba pa yun.
Iba, they like set the harbor bridge on fire, but
Gets,
yeah, but that's really a big thing. But it was still a beautiful display, and I love that we were actually far enough that the kids weren't overwhelmed by the putukan.
Yeah.
Because I know that they don't like that sound. Dudoy and Alana were able to sleep through it.
Well, thanks
So it wasn't
to,
loud enough.
But thanks to also
Our sound
the
machine.
sound machine, which is...
So we brought our sound machine with us. So they slept through that, and then Leon and Primo were able to stay up, and they appreciated the fireworks
Right.
display. Ano pa ba? And then, yeah. And
No,
then
we rode the bicycles.
Oh yeah, we rode the bikes. That was another activity that we did in Queenstown.
First time to ride the bikes with a trailer, or whatever you call that.
It's like a wagon at the back.
The trailer yun, pero the back ride.
Oh yeah, it's like a car seat that's
Like
at
a
the back
car
of the.
seat, back of the bicycle.
Okay, so the challenge with this was again Dodoy. What we did was we got a wagon of two, and one single bike with a seat, and then Primo was able to ride a tandem with Joe.
Right.
So he didn't really actually have to pedal or balance because Jordia or Joe was the main one.
Right.
But at least his experience was that he was riding his bike. And
With no seat belts, with no whatever. He was just on the bicycle. Yeah.
And then Leon and at first, going to wherever we were heading to, Leon and Dodoy in the wagon that I was pulling along. And then you had Alana.
Right.
Dodoy,
Alana.
Alana. Dodoy was crying the whole time. Drew was like, "Love, let's not force him." I was like, hindi, we just have to get going. He'll calm down. He didn't calm down. Anyway, we got to a place where we had some pizza, had some drinks, and then we went to ride back, but we tried to change things up. This time, so Drew was thinking, okay, so he cries because he sees me. So Drew thought, okay, what if I take Dodoy so that he doesn't see you and then you ride behind us? So we tried it. Perfect plan, love.
Okay, sobrang
worked.
okay siya. Pati I can hold his hand. What's not great about the trailer, there is a cover.
Yeah.
The cover...
And you're mababa.
And you're mababa. So the cover is meant to protect them from...
The wind and
not just the
whatever.
wind. Kasi, syempre, may gravel siguro yan or dirt coming from the wheels. Oh. So I guess, wala rin siyang view and whatnot.
Yeah.
But this one, meron siyang view. He's feeling the wind a bit.
Yeah.
So
and he doesn't see me, so he's not freaking out.
Correct.
Samantala, when I rode back with Alana and Leon, they fell asleep in the wagon.
Gentle rider ka pala.
Even if natanggal yung skewer ko, but yeah. So that was another nice family thing that we all got to do because they have trails there that you guys can enjoy whether you want to run, whether you want to bike,
Or
whether you
even
want to
just
go for a
walk.
walk. We ended our New Zealand trip in Queenstown, and then from
With a
Queenstown-
bang.
with a bang, with a bang, because this is our cliffhanger. We ended our Queenstown trip, our New Zealand trip, with a bang because
Not because of New Year's putukan.
no, but because
Naiwanan ako. Bakit kaya? See you in the next episode.
naiwan siya sa Queenstown.
Welcome to the Life with Abeliano's podcast. I'm Yayon's house.